Hi, this is Blue, Mr. Cosker's Blue Tongue Skink, and I'm going to be performing a medical examination to determine how healthy he is. To start, I'm going to examine his toes and reflexes at the same time. Clearly, he has, very adept reflexes. It appears he has all his toes. By adolescence, most of these creatures actually lose all their toes. And he is also very active, as you can see. Next, I'm going to be examining his flexibility, and he is very flexible and clearly does not enjoy when I hold him upside down like that. But for the most part, he is quite healthy and very flexible. As you can see, he is also a very healthy weight. Next, I'm going to be checking the quality of its scales and how well it's shedding. So if he'll let me, I'm going to gently rub his head and see if any scales come off. And if they do, that means he's shedding properly, and for the most part, he does seem to be very healthy. Now we're going to test how quickly he eats, or if he's even hungry for that matter. He is more than likely not hungry, which doesn't necessarily mean he's unhealthy. He's just not hungry at the moment. Now, something else to know about these creatures is that they do not have any depth perception. Now, assuming I'm returning him to a client, I would give them these pieces of advice. I would tell them to regularly check to make sure all his toes are, still there. As I said before, most of them lose their toes the older they get. I would also tell him to regularly check his reflexes and, again, flexibility. I would advise to also maybe cut back on the food. He is a very healthy weight, as you can see, but losing weight wouldn't hurt him. I would also recommend using this brand of food, these very nutritional worms for blue-tongued skinks. My final piece of advice would be to also be careful around sharp edges. Assuming the owner regularly takes him out of his enclosure, I would advise them to be careful around edges because they have no depth perception and they can just fall right off if they're not